Hello, we're back on Farming Similar to 25. I want to jump in and start a map on Riverbend Springs so you can see how I got going on this map. So if you're new, it's going to help you. And if you've been around a little bit, sometimes it's fun to see how other people do stuff. So here we go. Okay, we're on the map. First thing I'm going to do is take my yellow tractor here with the cultivator, hook that up, and come over to this field because it needs cultivating. If you look at uh, your growth map or your soil conditions. You can kind of see what's going on there with which field that you own. Next, I'm going to take my harvester here and get it started harvesting because you have a field that needs harvesting. So drop that off, come around here and hook up my header, open it up, and we'll get him going. Okay, my header's on. We're over here at the field, and one of the big improvements for Farming Similar to 25 is that the AIs, when they do field work, they're so much improved from Farming Simulator 22. Okay, I'm going to jump in here and set my menu settings for this demonstration. I'm going to have snow turned on. Crop destruction I'm going to turn off. Just makes it easier for me to maneuver around while I'm showing you what's what. Periodic plowing is off and field stones are off. The rest is on. And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to go to the menu under animals and I'm going to purchase this water tank for $25,000 because I'm going to need it for my animals eventually, but right now I'm going to need it for some greenhouses. Okay, so I go to the construction menu under factories, under greenhouses, and I'm getting the one, I'm going to get two of these for $36,000. And when you place these, you got to notice where you're putting the little deal there where you put the water. So I got one pointing one direction, one pointing the other way, so I can come up and actually fill these at the same time. And there you go. Now I'm going to jump in here and change my settings all to selling because I'd have no way to carry that to the market myself right now anyway. That way I don't have to worry about it. And then I'm going to set it to chili peppers, garlic, Napa cabbage, and onions. And my second greenhouse I'm going to set to selling. And I'm going to set that to strawberries, tomatoes, and lettuce. And you can change your products, but I found out when you do a large variety in the long run, you tend to make more money because the market, if you just do one thing, the market swings more. So I'm going to take my nifty water tank here that I bought and go down to the river and get some water. Now, since I recorded this, when I started playing it, I started this save game. They've had an update because originally the water tower there that comes with this map where you can get water charged you $2,400 to fill this water tank up. They updated Farming Simulator 25 and now the water tower is free, but I had already recorded this, so my first several trips here, I was getting it at the river. I'm now getting it from the water tank for free. But let me show you where the river is. If you don't have a water tank, uh, it's $10,000 if you go to a map and you have to place one. So in the meantime, you got to find a water source you can get to, and that's what we're doing here. So it's going to be the second left up here, right up ahead here. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump over to the water source. You got to pull over carefully so you don't drive too deeply into the water. That will mess you up and you have to reset your equipment and stuff. So I'm going to fill this up and head back, and I got to put some water in my greenhouses. Okay, our AI is done harvesting here. So what I'm going to do is jump over here and on this other field, it's got to be emptied here shortly. So I'm just going to run empty that and then jump over and harvest the other field. Look what a great job the AIs have done though. Okay, while my AI is harvesting, I'm going to jump in here and buy this weeder. This is actually a hoe weeder for $36,000. I need a hoe versus a weeder because I'm using a shallow cultivator. Now I'm going to jump in here and purchase this fertilizer for $25,000. So tomorrow, whatever I've planted in my canola, I'm going to have to fertilize and weed. Okay, I could purchase this for lime. I could use it for both, but I like having one each. Now I'm going to purchase this baler, I think, after looking at these balers. I want one that also wraps it so I can make silage. And there you go. That's a chunk of change there, 112 grand. Now I'm going to purchase this windrower for 19,500. I'm not going to get a tedder yet because I'm just going to make silage the first season and sell it. So that'll save me a little money right now today. Okay, now it's going to be a while before I'm able to make hay and maintain my cows. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and just sell these three that I have with a little bit of money I can get because I'm not going to be able to feed them right now anyway. Because I got to go through a season and get hay, silage, and straw so I can make TMR. I got nowhere to put any of that right now, so I need a barn. So I'm going to wait. I have also purchased this douche far tractor here for 58,500 because the yellow one I have doesn't have, it just has a weight on the front. You can't hook a mower to that. So I purchased this. I'm going to start hauling this gear back to my farm. Okay, now since I did purchase a baler, I can start baling this straw so I can sell it instead of just picking it up with a forage wagon because I don't have anywhere to put it. Okay, I've gone in and purchased field 8 up there because it's ready to harvest. That'll give you a whole nother crop to harvest. I might have to sell it. I know some of you guys don't like that. It's called flipping a field, but I don't have a lawnmower yet. But I wanted to go ahead and purchase it while I had the money so I can harvest that and get a little extra profit. Okay, I have my bale collector here. I'm going to pick all these bales of straw up so I can sell those later. AIs are cultivating the fields that we harvested. And this AI is over here harvesting field 8 that I bought. Now, field 8 has some kind of glitch in it. My harvester's stuck right now, so I might end up selling this field anyway, even though my intention wasn't necessary to flip it. But I've read online too that people had issue with this particular field with it hanging up. So I don't know if the update fixed that or not, but still sticking for me. Okay, going to back my tractor in here and get my seeder. It's at an angle. One reason they might have done that is you see there's a bag of seeds here to the left. So I can fill this with seeds on my way out. And that's what I'm going to do. And it's August, so only thing we can plant is canola, but I think we'll do that just to get something growing. All right, I'm all done cultivating. What I got to do is run him up to the shop and do some maintenance because I half wore it out cultivating those fields. So I don't want to put it up like that. This is the way I got to go up here and hang it right. Let's see. Oh, I just got nailed by the train. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at that thing. It's gone haywire. My cultivator is like down inside the map. Okay, this is crazy. So if this ever happens, oh man, this thing's nuts. What you can do is reset it. Yeah. All right, so my guy was dancing around here, so I hit A to disconnecting from the cultivator, which is embedded in the train tracks. So I'm going to send him to the shop like I was going to go anyway. And then I'm going to go in here and reset my cultivator. So I go to the vehicle menu, find my cultivator, there it is, hit view on the map, and then one of the choices is reset. And boom, the cultivator is back at the shop. So I'm going to hook up, go do to my maintenance like I was going to do to start with, and continue farming. Let's go. Oh, by the way, incidentally, the maintenance, where you take your, you haven't figured this out yet, it's over here. It took me a second to find it. I was wandering around looking for it closer to the regular shop, and I couldn't find it. Would you come right over here for maintenance? All right, we're back. We got our guy now putting lime down. You have to check your soil condition menu and see if they need lime. And of course, usually when you start out, all your fields need lime. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to plant grass in one of my fields. What I'm going to do is get this Diablo roller for grass under Grassland Care. It's different than a regular roller. It's for grass only. But this one also seeds. If you get this red attachment on there, it will also seed the field. So I'm going to get that because ultimately I'm going to make one of my fields grass only for my cows. Okay, I went and picked up my grass roller slash seeder from the shop and I put seeds in it. And one reason I got this thing is not only can I seed my field with it while I'm seeding another field with my regular seeder, is when I'm done cutting grass, I can roll it with this and it takes the place of a fertilization cycle. So while my other guy's planting grass, I'm planting canola in these two fields just to give me some cash income for later. While my AIs are working on planting, I'm going to put the workshop right here in this little cutout of my cow fence because it fits perfectly and it saves me a trip all the way to the shop to do maintenance because these things require quite a bit of maintenance. And there you go. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Perfect fit. I'm also going to jump in here and add a pressure washer as a way to wash my equipment. I like to have that over here close to my workshop so I can do maintenance and wash them off at the same time. And there you go. Okay, I got to pick up my fertilizer that I purchased, put fertilizer in it, and then run down and fertilize everything I planted. And then when I go to the next day, I got to fertilize it again. Everything I seeded, that is, my grass, my canola. And we'll get this done. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and while he's fertilizing and purchase a lawnmower. So what I like to do is get this one here that's in the two pieces. It's relatively economical, 35,000 plus the other one there. Not a whole lot of money total. And there you go. I'm also going to jump in here and get a tedder. A tedder is what fluffs up the grass and spreads it out so it can dry into hay. And I'll need that when I start buying cows to make hay. Okay, I'm done with August. I'm going to go ahead and roll over into September, the next day slash month. Okay, everything I planted yesterday or last month in August, I have to go ahead and refertilize today. So if you go to your soil composition menu, this one, you can see everything should be dark blue there. So that's my goal. That means it's been fertilized twice. We have now brought our weeder slash hoe, our hoe type weeder down from the shop, and everything that's sprouted up is going to need to be weeded except for the grass. Okay, while my AI is weeding, I went and got my other tractor and the seeder, and I'm going to put barley in this field. You do that in September. I'm going to put it in this other field here. While my AI is working, planting that field, I got a little extra time, so I'm going to do a contract. So I'm going to go in here and do this cultivating contract for Ben because it pays $6,300. So I have plenty of time to get that done. So what I'm going to do is lease the equipment by hitting Y on console, boom, and it'll show up at the shop so I can get him rolling. There it is right to my right. Farming Simulator 25 has improved somewhat the contract thing. You can see there it shows all the details of the contract, but also it's circled on the map, so it makes it easier to find. Okay, we are here. I'm going to go ahead and start him cultivating this field. And in fact, there's two other cultivating contracts. I'm going to do those too. So we'll get those two going. I do them one at a time, but you can have three going at a time. I start them one at a time, but you can have three going at once. Okay, my three contracts are going. I'm picking up my windrower here. What I like, look at the top right corner. While I'm working on other things, I can see the progress of my contracts, and that's new for Farming Simulator 25. That's really cool. All three contracts you can see. So if one gets done, you can see that it's done to go collect it. So that's neat because they also have a time limit. If you don't do them by then you lose money. So that's it. Let's go get this ready to windrow some grass in a month or two. Okay, we've collected our contracts, got some money for that. Now we're rolling into October. We have fertilized and weeded all the barley we planted yesterday, and now we're going to roll over into November. Okay, November, we're going to cut our grass, and we're going to roll that into silage here, make it into silage here in a minute. And after you cut it, you have to windrow it, and that just puts it in little rows so you can pick it up with the baler and turn it into silage bales. Okay, we've windrowed all our grass, and now we're turning it into bales. And the baler will, this particular baler will automatically wrap it into silage if you're picking up grass. And there you go. You can see it's making silage bales. Now that has to ferment for a month or two in order to actually be silage. If you sell it right away, you're not going to get your money's worth. Okay, we've baled and wrapped all our grass, and now we're picking it up with this round bale collector. And there you go. It makes it pretty easy to pick them up. Get this about 50 grand, but it's well worth the money. And my last step for the grass is to use this roller and roll the grass. What that does, it's just like fertilizing it. And that saves me some money. Okay, we're all done rolling our grass. We're going to go ahead and roll into the next month. It's another long day, and that would be December. Okay, it's December. It's the optimum time to sell some of our products. So that's what we're going to do. The ones that are highest priced in December. Got a little snow coming down. We're going to go ahead and take those to the market and cash in. For most products, it's going to be January. This is canola we're selling, and the optimum time is November or December. Okay, while he's taking that stuff to the market, I'm going to check my fermentation of my silage, and it says it's like 81% fermented. So I can't take that yet. That'll be next month. Okay, we took all our canola, got paid. Now we're rolling into January. Okay, we checked and our silage is all fermented. So we're going to roll up and send that to the animal market and sell it. Meanwhile, this guy's coming back, and we're going to see what else we got to sell for for January. Okay, it looks like we have quite a bit of wheat to sell. So that was from field number 8. So we're going to let the AI go and do a loop and deliver all this wheat for profit. To do that, you're going to go here and set it on load and deliver. You put your loading station as your silo, where it's going to. And I looked up for the best, or what product you're getting, which is wheat, and then where it's going to. I looked up the best price there, and then you hit X to get it going, and there you go. Okay, we're here at the animal market selling our silage, and we'll get a chunk of change there, like close to 30 grand for that. Yeah, look at that. Not too bad, not too bad. Silage is very profitable, by the way. Remember, if I was just selling silage out of that one field, I got 30 grand off of one, but you can get 3 or 4 harvests per year. Yeah, I sold quite a bit of stuff. I got some extra money now. I'm going to buy this field, I think, field number 7 for 185 because I got 200 grand in the bank. And here we go. Boom. Okay, now what I want to do for field 7 is to plant soybeans in there. And in farming similar to 25, your regular planter won't do that. So I had to buy that one and this one here. So there you go. So this plants and fertilizes, which is pretty convenient. So it's going to plant it, and I won't have to fertilize it the same day. I'll plant it like I did with the other seeder. We are here at field 7. I'm going to let the AIs plant these soybeans in here because they're pretty profitable. Now, soybeans, the optimum time to sell them is usually around June, which is different. I like that because it gives me an income boost halfway through the year, opposite of January. Okay, we planted our soybeans in April. It is now May, which means it's time to cut our grass again. So let's get that done. Okay, if you remember last season, we sold our silage. So my first cut of the season in May, I'm going to turn that into silage so it has time to ferment because it's like a couple of months. So, July, August before it ferments. And this time I'm going to use it for cows to make TMR. Okay, it's June. We got to harvest our barley. We're going to set it to enable straw swath path so we can pick that up and put it in our barn also. All our barley and straw is put away. Now it's time to harvest our canola here, and there's no straw swath for that. It is now August, and it's time to plant canola in this field, or these two fields, and that's what we're going to do here. Also in August, it's time to cut our grass again, and this time we're going to tether that and make that into hay. So we'll have hay and silage for the cows to make TMR, and we have our straw already put away in the barn. Okay, while my AIs are working, I'm going to lease this apparatus here because I'm going to use that to go buy some little baby cows. Okay, we're here at the animal shop. I'm going to buy, I can only fit, I think, 6 in here at a time, but I'm going to buy these small baby Angus cows that are 0 months old. They're so cute, they can hardly even stand up. But I'm going to have to make several trips because my cow pasture holds 25. Okay, I put my 6 baby cows in there. Aren't they cute little boogers? Look at this. They can hardly even stand up. When they do, they're very, very wobbly. And they make some cute little baby cow noises. So I'm going to fill this pen with them. 25, I got several trips to do. Okay, under animals here, I need a forage mixer in order to mix my straw, silage, and hay into TMR for the cow. So I'm going to purchase this one for $55,000. I also need a way to get my bales into that mixer. So I'm going to go under telehandlers, which is under loaders, and get this one for $141,000. And then I need a bale fork for $900 right there. Okay, I got everything set up here. What I'm going to do is get stuff out of my barn. I need 2 bales of hay. Boom. I need a bale of silage. And I need a bale of straw. Boom, there you go. All right, so I got a bale of my hay in here on my telehandler, and I got to drop that into this forage mixer. And this is how you do it. Careful you don't go to the other side. Drop that in there and mix. Go grab my other bale of hay, my silage, and my straw. Let them mix up. Okay, I got all my bales in the mixer. It's mixed up, and I'm going to go dump it in my cow pen here and feed my cows. Remember, I'm filling this up. I got 6 in there already and more coming. So I wanted to have food to eat. They do have a pasture, but that won't sustain them all. And there you go. Okay, I'm now up here at the shop with my trailer. What I'm going to do is take it over here, do the maintenance on it. I can't paint from my one back at my farm, so I'm going to bring it here, do the maintenance and paint it and sell it because I'm going to buy a 18,000 cubic meter one. So when it comes wintertime here in a few months to sell my stuff, I won't have to make as many trips. But that's pretty much my how I got started on Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. I now have my cows. I've got grass going, and the grass cuts. I make hay, silage, put it in my barn. Uh, I need twice as much hay as silage. So 2 cuts are hay, 1 cut is silage, and every now and then I get a little excess. I could sell it. But that's it. I got that going on, and my farm is set up now. My cows will mature, and I can sell those and keep that process going. So that's it. Give us a thumbs up. I'm Farmer Teacher. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. There's my new trailer. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.